This is the first video in the video series of image processing with Python, and I know it's a bit different than the orbital mechanics videos I've been doing, but this is another skill that I just picked up along the way that I thought was worth sharing. So this video series is going to be all about how to basically load in an image in Python and then be able to do whatever type of manipulations that you want to it. So you can start out with what is an image. So all an image is an array of pixels. You can think of a 2D array as an x, y coordinates, where each point in that is a pixel. And then each pixel is a collection of three values, which is RGB, red, green, blue. So an image is actually, you can think of it as a 3D matrix where you have an X and a Y, and then each pixel within the X and the Y is a list in itself, which makes it 3D. So, and what you do to them is just manipulate those three RGB values, and you can get some really interesting results. So I want to illustrate this with using some matplotlib. This is a program that I have written. This is a program that I'm going to kind of go over and talk about. So you can see it's a command line interface, which I'm going to get to. So you run this not with scripts, but just totally through the terminal. And in this example, I'm just viewing the image, and what image I'm passing in is this picture. It's called Wallace Falls, so that's why I called it Wallace. And you can see here that the image size is 1152 pixels in the Y, which you can see in this scale, and 2048 pixels in the X, which is seen in this scale. And as I'm going over the image, you can see on the bottom right corner of this little plot, in this area, is an X and a Y value, so kind of the coordinates of what pixel that my cursor is currently on, and then that little list of 71, 72, 58 is the RGB values, red, green, blue. So one thing I wanted to show is that, so when you get here in the white bright area, it's close to 255, where if you have all 255, that's white. And then when you get to the darker areas over here, they're very low numbers, because if you have 000, that just means all black. So that's the type of manipulations that you can do in order to be able to kind of do the image processing. And then obviously there's all these values in between for all the other colors. So I wanted to show that, and this background image. So basically this background image is that Wallace picture, but then I made it a little bit more blue and then had it be blurred as it goes away from the waterfall. So I want to show some examples, and actually, if you've been following the orbital mechanics of Python, that's how I made the background image for that. So what it was is that I have this plot, which is just a plot of two orbits, say around Earth, and then I use this program to be able to make it like this, which is how it looks in the actual orbital mechanics of Python, like this in the background image. So that's something that you've seen before. And then, so I just wanted to show some examples of what you can do to the image. So this is, this is the original image. That's just a picture that I took of this waterfall. And then I can show all the different things you can do to it. So this one was just, I made it a little bit more blue, just added some values to the blue RGB value for all of them. You can make them negative like this. You just invert the RGB values. Blue and the blur, so I made it a little bit more blue, and then also had it blurred, which is what is the background of the slides. And then here's one where it's just as you go away from the waterfall, it just gets darker as it goes out, like faded like that. And then you can do a bunch of many types of things. So, and that's what I'm going to be covering. So the first thing is how to get just an image file and then convert it to a NumPy array, because once it's a NumPy array, it's just a 3D matrix, and then that's how you manipulate those individual values, just plus and minus, and do whatever you want. And there's a number of manipulation methods that I have, like blur, negative, grayscale, black and white, spotlight, where spotlight is like this, so the spotlight is on the waterfall, and then it gets blurred as it goes away from that. And there's also like predetermined filters that you can put. It's like, say you want to do like sepia, I think is one of them. It's just a predetermined thing, so you can just run it whatever amount of pictures that you want through the program and have it come out with that filter. And then I'm also going to go over how to work with command line interfaces in Python. So as I did in here, where it's not a script, I'm not running this to a script, I'm just running it strictly on the command line. So there's just command line arguments. So, and then I'm going to show how you can do this. So if you do -h, this is just a Python library that's already built in, but -h means help. So basically you see all the options that you can do for using this program. So I have, so this image, --img, image to be processed, which is right here, --img, which image you want, and then view image, this view image argument right here, just means to view it, just open it up in a matplotlib plot. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to kind of get an introduction out there, and yeah, just let me know if there's anything too slow, too fast, or any other video topics that you'd like to see, and thank you for watching.